History suppressed mystery generator cuts down your power bill by 75% or more in a blink. It all started with a tremendous explosion. Albert, this is Nikola. Please call me. A second later, 2,150 square miles of Siberia was flattened, and with it small villages, people, reindeer, bears, wolves, and thousands of other living creatures fell along with the vegetation. The area never fully recovered. The Tunguska explosion was the biggest impact that Earth suffered throughout the history of civilized man. People in hundreds of places in Asia and Europe witnessed the incident. The stories were remarkable. Strong heat waves, intense winds, horrific crashes, and earthquakes were reported. Testimony of S. Semenov as recorded by Leonid Kulik's expedition in 1930. At breakfast time, I was sitting by the house. I suddenly saw the sky split in two, and fire appeared high and wide over the forest. The split in the sky grew larger, and the entire northern side was covered with fire. At that moment, I became so hot that I couldn't bear it, as if my shirt was on fire. Then the sky shut closed, and a strong thump sounded, and I was thrown a few good meters. I lost my senses for a moment. Many saw a ball of fire and its tail in rushing smoky horizon. The night sky glowed for weeks, as the amount of dust was released in the stratosphere by the blast. In London, more than 7,000 miles away from the epicenter, one could read a newspaper at night with only this light. What happened? Comet, gas explosion, antimatter. After years of research, no crater was found, much less a meteorite. It was calculated that the magnitude of the blast was between 10 and 15 million tons of dynamite, but the object that caused it never touched the surface of the Earth. Rejected the assumption of a meteorite, but taken into account the reports of the fireball, a hypothesis emerged even more spectacular, and most likely in 1908. Nikola Tesla caused the Tunguska event. This controversial theory was promoted those days by the uprising energy companies that wanted to suppress and silence for good the unsung electrical genius Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was testing out some sort of weird phantasmagorical communication device or super scary energy weapon or death ray, and made a big oops. Even though the 1908 timeframe does match up for Tesla working on such devices, for him to be testing out such inventions in such an apocalyptic manner is quite a stretch. Not to mention he was nowhere near the area at the time. Even funnier, the theory that Tesla inadvertently caused the massive explosion when he was trying to get the attention of an explorer friend in the area. Actually, the heads of the power companies those days decided to use this theory to suppress and silence for good Tesla's revolutionary new device. But first, it's important to understand who Nikola Tesla was and why this simple invention could change your life. Nikola Tesla, 1856 to 1943, is perhaps the greatest overlooked genius in American history. His dream of harnessing the link between magnetism and electricity pushed him to design and build this cutting-edge concept in just 7 months. And that dream would completely transform the world and allow us to generate seemingly limitless amounts of electrical power. Tesla was Mr. Electrical Invention, the real free energy genius. Tesla was paid $75,000 for his Fuelless Generator patents and offered $2.50 for every horsepower his motors would generate. This should have guaranteed him vast wealth for the rest of his life, but that's not what happened. The uprising power company saw a real threat in Tesla and his designs and wanted to eliminate him for good from the electricity stage. And that was just sheer greed for power and money. But his genius wasn't going to give up the fight with the system. He fought until the last day of his life to bring the generator into service of mankind and empower everyone to become energy independent as he always dreamed of. Because this type of energy is free. You see, the fuelless generator he invented came as a shocking surprise for the big cats running the world those days. Actually, the big cats decided to suppress this amazing device that produces 100% free electrical power without consuming gas, oil, or any other type of fuel. No gas, no fumes, no noise. Is practically maintenance-free. Very high efficient. It is over 900% better in voltage gain than any other known generator. Does not pollute the air. It's time for every human to truly take advantage of this revolutionary life-saving device. And with it, generating your own free power the way Tesla imagined has been made possible again. Watch this short presentation to the end and witness the resurrection of the greatest invention of the last 100 years and learn how to use Nikola Tesla's suppressed invention to make your own free electricity. And give the foot to the carnivorous electricity company that grows bigger and bigger, sucking out our money. Power any electrical guzzler like an air conditioning system, big screen TV or refrigerator, or even your entire home. Build a fully transportable device and take it wherever you need power, even in remote high-altitude locations. An easy-to-use instant power generator system that anybody can put together. Tesla gave us the holy grail of electricity. It could have changed the course of history overnight and shut down the monopolist energy companies that still hold the deck of cards today. Unfortunately, the big energy companies speculated that and got there first. His death literally killed the invention and kept it away from the public reach for more than 100 years. But in a secret letter that Nikola Tesla sent to Robert U. Johnson in 1902, he speaks about his new energy generator that would not consume fuel. This letter will come to be considered as important in the history of electrical science as the papers of Franklin, Faraday, and Maxwell. It takes up Tesla's argument for a fuelless electric power generator that does not violate any law of physics. The device supplies unlimited quantities of power without fuel, and on top of all, it is not a perpetual motion machine. The first scientist to try building such a device is none other than the man who rediscovered the lost letter in Tesla's personal chest at an auction in New Jersey after Tesla died back in 1943. It was none other than E.V. Gray, probably the most well-known inventor to have replicated and improved upon Tesla's work in this area. In the process, he was courted by the Israeli and Japanese governments, each of which at different times offered $1 billion to be paid over 10 years, as well as offering royalty payments on sales to secure the right to manufacture his fuelless generator. E.V. Gray thought he could do better than that, so he turned them down. He stated that he preferred to have the technology come from the United States. Henry Ford himself approached him about putting his motor in their cars. A prototype vehicle was built for them with the motor in it. Millions upon millions of dollars were invested. Hundreds, if not thousands of people witnessed the motor in operation. But even with his notoriety and power, he just couldn't overcome the ever-growing power companies. Instead, E.V. Gray died under suspicious circumstances in 1992. To this day, the cause of death is still mired in controversy. Unfortunately, for the same competitive reasons, this application did not meet the success it truly deserves. Actually, the only people that put together the fuelless generator, regardless of what the oil and the power companies said, were the Russians. They managed to mount a powerful fuelless generator on one of their secret surveillance aircrafts. It was brilliant. Because the fuelless engine does not make any noise and does not consume any fuel, so it has no emissions, it was practically undetectable. And once started, it could fly for weeks or months, no matter how long the mission would take. The MiG M1 made its test flight along the coast of Africa, but unfortunately, the aircraft's fuselage couldn't withstand the difference in pressure at high altitudes and sunk in the ocean. So do you realize that this amazing invention might have cost us precious intelligence and could lead to peace and stability? It really raises questions. Why on earth doesn't it power my house or my car? Well, that's because it is a simple yet revolutionary device that uses what Tesla called radiant energy. This is free energy and is all around us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The free electrical energy produced by the generator is replaced back into the motor and reused by the motor to generate 100% free electricity. A one-of-a-kind generator that is maintenance-free and gives clean, free energy all day long without consuming any type of fuel. This motor does not pollute the air, and that is something nobody wants you to have on your hands. Envisioned by Nikola Tesla in the early years of the 20th century, the fuelless generator is a device that functions by a very simple principle, without the need for a wired power source. Essentially, the fuelless generator is able to make use of radiant energy to continually power itself and operate a generator to make free electricity. Here is live footage of a small-scale fuelless generator at work. Gray's device was presented at the 26th Inter-Society Energy Conversion Engineering Conference in August 1991 in front of many scientists and engineers, but no one could believe what they saw or understand the working principle of the device. But it was true. He had found a way to produce free energy by constant motion. This is the Tesla egg. It's a replica of the one Tesla used to demonstrate his greatest breakthrough and one of the most important inventions of all time. It showed how rotary movement can be produced directly from an alternating current. This was something that had never been done before. He was thinking big, but little did he know that coming up with such an innovative device will also attract the wrong kind of attention. Because in the months to come, the growing big power companies such as General Electric pulled the biggest suppression cover-up known in history and ensured that everyone will have a poor opinion about Tesla and bury the fuelless generator and silence him for good. The same kind of suppression happened almost 100 years ago when there were more electric cars on the road than there were gas cars. For many people, electric cars were the car of choice. They were quiet and smooth and could be charged at home. Gas cars, on the other hand, required cranking and produced exhaust. What happened? Why did the gas car win over the electric car? Well, I'll tell you. Little did they know, but the huge oil companies were about to pull out yet again on one of their dirty little secrets and suppress for good this marvelous invention in order to gain their worldwide monopoly. As the 20th century gathered speed, the electric car lost momentum. Automatic starters, cheaper oil, and mass production. They did it. By 1920, the internal combustion engine had won the race for control of the roads. The same thing happened to Tesla when the big energy companies that ruled the world that time found out about his revolutionary invention. They immediately took action and used an unfortunate natural event to drag Tesla down and remove him forever from the electricity scene those days. They even demolished another of Tesla's dream project, the Wardenclyffe Tower, before he even had the chance to finish it. After Tesla died in 1943, it seemed that the opportunity to see the Tesla fuelless engine in action and to actually use it to generate electricity and mechanical energy without depending on the oil and power companies was lost. But the secret documents found created castles in the air. And with it, generating 100% free electricity is once again possible. Here is what it is all about. Only until a while ago, it would have been impossible to buy the fuelless engine from anywhere else. It still is, but this doesn't mean you can't use one. It's simple. While it's illegal to try to build the device for industrial use and sell it because of patent encroachment, no one says you can't build yourself one and generate your free electricity. It's plain sailing. These plans will be easy to follow and will give you the confidence you need to successfully build this generator for whatever application you may need it for. We have spent over 14 years researching and developing this device. It has been fully tested and proven to work by many of our customers. We have done all the work for you. You do not have to be a rocket scientist to build the fuelless generator. In fact, anyone can learn to build this device. It's incredibly straightforward to build, yet a far cry from everything you have ever seen before. You will ask yourself why on earth you haven't heard about this earlier. But Nikola Tesla's design wasn't made for everyone to understand. Simple as it was still pretty difficult for the average Joe to build. And even though you can find the original plans on a few websites, without proper instructions and detailed explanations, they're pretty useless. And that's where we come in. We have spent over 14 years researching and developing this device and created these easy-to-follow plans that will give you the confidence you need to successfully build your own fuelless generator for whatever application you may need it for. It has been fully tested and proven to work by many of our customers and slash your power bill by 75% or more in just a few weeks from right now. The results are overwhelming because once you discover just how easy it is to build the fuelless generator, you will get instant provisions of 50%, 75%, or more without spending thousands of dollars on expensive solar panels. You'll be able to get your electricity independence in just a few weeks and get unlimited amounts of free energy to power up any kind of household appliances, from lamps and toasters to big electricity consumers like refrigerators and AC units. You can even power your entire house and stop worrying about having to pay through your nose month after month for your electricity bill. And that's not all. Because the fuelless generator is light, portable, and powerful, even on a small scale, it makes for the greatest emergency generators you could ever hope for. Unlike solar panels, it won't get scattered off the roof by strong winds and hurricanes. That's because you can install it in your basement or garage, even in your own backyard. And don't worry about weather conditions for 1 second. And unlike any other conventional generators, there are no emissions, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars every month on any type of fuel. In fact, there is next to nothing to spend at all. Except for a simple maintenance every once in a while, you simply turn it on and forget about it. And because it's so silent, you won't even notice it's there. Here's footage of one complete system in action. It's no wonder people are mad about it. In the short time we've made this available to everyone's reach, customers are already getting spectacular results. The Fuelless Generator blows the other guides out of the water. I actually purchased 2 other guides to building solar panels before I decided to purchase Fuelless Generator. I just have to say, the Fuelless Generator blows the other guides out of the water. You have a really good product here. Thanks for the time and effort put into making this for us. Sam Levy, Michigan, United States. And Jordan Vass from Texas says, you gotta buy this. If you want to save a stack of money, you gotta buy this. I knew nothing about electricity, and my do-it-yourself Fuelless Generator saved me a small fortune over the past few months. I'm 100% positive you can do the same as me. And thousands of others who are paying now less than half of what they used to, and saving thousands of dollars every year on electricity thanks to the Fuelless Generator. The main point is, if you want to cut the cord and free yourself from the big electric companies, you need to hear all about the Fuelless Generator step-by-step guide. We have taken Nikola Tesla's complicated designs, originally created for the industrial manufacturing of his Fuelless Generator, and put them through a complete makeover so that anyone, no matter what age or skill, can make their own electricity and even become energy independent. Here's what you'll find inside the Fuelless Generator: complete step-by-step plans and instructions. How to make your own Fuelless Generator in less than 2 hours with a complete list of parts for under $98. Get the inside scoop on how to make your energy project even more powerful and learn all about our scaling secret, so you can get off the grid or even get paid by the electric companies. A simple, easy-to-follow step-by-step guide. A short and useful list of parts and suppliers you need to make the Fuelless Generator for under $98 in total costs. And on top of that, you get the complete blueprints and schematics, all in full color, and easy step-by-step instructions to make your own Fuelless Generator, even if you have 2 left hands and you have never constructed anything in your life. Remember, Nikola Tesla used this technology in the early 19th century, and it's still working today. That's why even though the fuelless engine isn't something you'd call pretty, it's incredibly easy to build, even for a complete newbie. With today's technology and knowledge, the Fuelless Generator is a revolutionary device that already is changing thousands of lives all around the world. We have received reviews from customers saving as much as 35% on electricity bills, and as much as 115%. That is more than they even need for themselves. So much so that the electric company is actually sending them a check in the mailbox for the electricity they produce every single month. Just imagine what you could do if you weren't forced to pay $100 or more every single month on electricity. Or worse, if you are among those who are forced to take out $300 from their pocket for electricity every month, the Fuelless Generator could help you save more than $4,700 by the end of this year. You are suddenly free to take care of other expenses, like redecorating your kitchen, or taking your wife and children to a dinner every once in a while. Or you can use the extra cash to make your retirement more enjoyable. The choice is yours. So it would make a lot of sense to charge a small fortune for the Fuelless Generator guide. But we won't do that. In fact, the only reason we're charging a fee for these amazing documents is to cover our research and development costs. Even so, we won't charge an arm and a leg for the Fuelless Generator guide. So here's the deal. You'll get immediate access to the guide's blueprints, do-it-yourself instructions, and list of parts, tools, and suppliers for just $49.97. That's probably less than you are paying every month for electricity. And you can recover that investment in under a month. It's easy. Just click on the orange Add to Cart button below and you'll be taken to our secure order page. And the price doesn't even matter because you're protected by our no questions asked money-back guarantee for a full 60 days. It's simple. Get the Fuelless Generator guide today. Put it to the test. See how easy it is to save money on electricity with the Fuelless Generator. Watch how your meter slows down, even goes backwards when you plug in the generator, and see what it's like to slash your electric bill by 50%, 75%, or more in less than a few weeks from right now. You have 60 days to decide whether this is a good investment or not. And if you're less than excited with how much you're saving on electricity, just contact us and we'll give you a full refund. No hustles, no questions asked. So go on and click on the orange Add to Cart button below and get the Fuelless Generator plans. But wait! Order today and you'll get the amazing bonuses absolutely free. Building a high-efficiency generator, a one-of-a-kind do-it-yourself project that can save you some important money, or just build it for science sake. $47 value? Order right now and get this as a bonus, absolutely free. How to build your own fuelless heater, an amazing new way to heat your home, basement, or garage. Learn how to build this amazing device to heat your entire home. $37 in value. Order today and you get this guide absolutely free. Build a Tesla turbine. Learn how to build your own Tesla turbine that can run on steam or compressed air. A fun project, $27 in value. Order today and you get this free. You need to move fast. This isn't the first time we have tried to make Nikola Tesla's work public, so this won't be online for long.